All right, it is Tales from the Road time, and I am joined by a Carolina boy. You know, North Carolina. Love it. I'm so hyped when comics come from there, and this guy's been killing it. He is on the road with David Lucas. He has got a fantastic YouTube channel that I can't wait to ask him about. It is Matt Dameron. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Dude, thanks so much for joining us, man. How's everything going on your end?
Good, dude. Staying busy. Got the YouTube channel I cranked up about a month ago. I was on a larger, like a pretty big podcast out in LA, and he kind of told me I got to start YouTube. So he kind of coaxed me into doing this. So I'm blaming it all on him if I fail.
Perfect,
Um,
perfect.
so yeah, fighting the burnout. Just going balls to the wall, man.
It's
But
real.
yeah, yeah.
What's the YouTube channel? I see you've been doing some interviews. Give us a little rundown of what you're doing over there.
Dude, I'm doing stories from the road. I'm doing just funny stories that just happened in my life. I'm having interviewing like really cool people that I've just am friends with, have been friends with before I even started comedy. So like I have an interview with Jonathan Griswold, which is the lead illustrator for Black Rifle Coffee.
I love that
Yes, who
one, man.
lives
I
right.
can't. I've already checked it out. Half of it. I got to check the other half of it because
Yeah,
I
it's
love
like
graphic
really like.
design and that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, and like he started like painting, and I just like I knew this dude had talent, and he's like right down the road from me. He lives in Nashville, North Carolina. And then I have another interview that's really interesting. Childhood friend, works in the entertainment industry as well. He's a stunt man and stunt coordinator for like movies and television. So he's been on a lot of projects and has like some really cool stories about like celebrities. Like most recently, he was in the Roof Man movie. So we just interviewed about him and Channing Tatum and like, what was he like and the stories behind the scenes of like the Roof Man movie, which is pretty cool. So
Right.
yeah,
I've
I'm
always been
enjoying the
so
process.
fascinated, man. You know how you love stuff you would never do yourself. I would never be a stuntman, but I love hearing about
Dude,
it.
oh yeah, he was big into the jackass stuff back when like, I was back when we were in high school or middle school, so and then he kind of turned it more professional, you know.
I'd say so.
They don't like people getting hurt, you know.
Fair enough.
SAG does not like people getting hurt.
Nah, you got to be legit when you do that. Well,
Yeah,
Matt,
man.
you got a fun tale from the road for me?
Yeah, dude. I got a lot of funny stories. I was like going. I actually have in my iPhone in the notes section. I have like stories from the road, and I got a bunch of stories like documented in that. Um, some of them are like incriminating, and I can't, put names and stories to them because
Fair
that would
enough.
not be
Fair enough.
good for anybody. So I was like, man. So I actually came across this one, and I actually told this the other day. Um, So like we had, I think it was Tampa. I think it's a funny, yeah, it's a funny bone. It wasn't improv, but it's a Tampa funny bone. It's a really cool funny bone. Probably the nicest funny bone in the country. Probably. It's like almost like a small theaters, two, three balconies, blah blah. Long story longer. I had flight scheduled to come in on uh, Thursday, and we had shows Friday and Saturday. So Friday's shows got canceled. And I was like, why did they get canceled? And Shane Gillis was doing the arena in Tampa. So no one's going to the Funny Bone.
Nah.
When, not at all. So it
Yeah.
was like Lemire Lee, Matt McCusker, and or it was James McCann. I think it was Matt McCusker though, and then Shane Gillis. And so the plan was, okay, I already got my flights. I'm gonna go in there. So there's a guy that owns a company called Horn Blasters in Tampa. His name's Matt Heller. He designed the horn that goes into cars, and it kind of like he was the first sponsor on Kill Tony.
Okay.
Um, so it's like a massive company. Like he scaled up from the ground up, just installing horns in cars. Now he does like Atlanta Braves Stadium. I think he did the Atlanta Falcons Stadium, like just massive like train horns.
That's awesome.
Um, so he owns a couple houses. Well, he owns this house that used to be Burt Reynolds' old party house.
I love the Burt
Found
Reynolds
that out
at a just
later.
party house.
Yeah. So yeah, probably a lot of blow probably was done in that house being in Florida, and
The
yeah.
breakfast.
And this house is like the most ghetto, fabulous house. It's like on the water. There's like he's got like a wall. It's like 8 TVs just on a wall. And it's like the coolest stuff in this house, but also it's under construction and almost feels like it's gonna fall apart. There's massive sliding doors where like you're sliding the door out and you walk out and it's just like water. It's like it's gorgeous, but it's also, you know, a little ghetto.
You just described most of Nashville, Tennessee. So that's awesome.
Yeah. So, um, my flight was scheduled to get in Thursday afternoon. So my flight gets in Thursday. David Lucas is driving down from Georgia, um, and that would be he's driving down Friday morning. So we're all supposed to go to the arena and check out Shane Gillis and hang out, whatnot. My buddy Greg Capra was another really funny comedian. He's flying in. He was gonna work with us that weekend. He's flying in Friday morning.
Okay.
So I got this entire house by myself. Um, I get there and the Carolina Hurricanes was playing. It was like playoff games. So there were 8 TVs on the wall. I got like one on like the Carolina Hurricanes game. So I'm like watching that on this like massive sofa. Cause like
Yeah.
there's only one bedroom that's like somewhat nice. The other bedrooms are just like dusty, not even like sheets on the bed, this whole thing. So come the game's over, Carolina wins. I'm like laying there. I'm starting to get tired. So I, cut the TV off. It's time to wind down. And there's like cameras all over this house. There's cameras on the inside. There's cameras on the outside. It's a whole thing. Well, I hear what seems to be like pipes clanking at like 1:45, 2 in the morning. And I'm like, dude, this place is making some weird noises. It's like,
The times
man,
you want noises to be made at around the house, you know?
exactly. And in my head, I'm like, oh, it's like, it's probably weird plumbing. The house is attached to this weird like a apartment complex. And so I just let it go. Try to go back to sleep. And the staircase starts like downstairs, like inside this garage. Um, and it's like an old wooden staircase that goes up and then goes directly into like looking out on the water and then the room itself. And at the top of the staircase is the couch, like 20-25 feet away, where I'm laying down, where like I'm looking directly at the staircase.
Yeah.
So at like I'd say about 2 o'clock, I hear what sounds like footsteps coming directly up the staircase, like boom, boom, boom. Like, oh, there's someone in here. There's someone in this house right
Yeah.
now. And I looked around and I was like, is there something I can grab? Is there a weapon? Anything? And I was like, there's nothing that I could get to quickly. And I got to the point where I was like, I've never been so scared where I got like paralyzed with fear.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
all. I literally
Because you
went
hear
like
about it,
this.
but you never like felt
Yeah,
it.
dude. It was like there's someone in the house. They're coming up the stairs. The staircase is right there, and I literally did not even look at the staircase. I went like this. I did this number, and I was like shaking. I was like, this is it.
Yeah.
So it just goes away. Like I don't hear it anymore. And so I was like, dude, that's kind of weird. I go back to sleep somehow, not very well.
Ow.
So I wake up Friday morning. I go to the airport. I pick up Greg Capra. I pick him up. I'm like, dude, the craziest thing happened. I heard like pipes and like I swear to you, someone was in the house. And he's like, oh man, that's crazy. Blah blah.
He's
Fast
also like,
forward.
thank God I wasn't there.
Oh yeah, exactly. Think it. Yeah. We're so David Lucas gets into town. His family, daughter, mom, aunt, like yeah, everyone's there. We're all hanging out, and David loves fishing. That's why he loves his house and the horn blasters guy, Matt. He just like he's like, anytime you want to stay there, you can stay there. Let me know. So that's what I did. So we're outside and we're fishing. We're just like fishing, having a good time. Well, Matt Heller shows up. He walks into the house and we're like eating lunch. There's like this really cool like Cuban place like right down the street. David sent in an order. I went and picked up a bunch of sandwiches, blah blah. Get there. Matt walks up the stairs and there's like right at the staircase there's a camera that sits right on the staircase, facing down the staircase and then the room itself. And he goes, "Who? Why'd y'all unplug the camera?" And I was like, "I didn't touch the camera." And he's walking around the house and there's cameras that are unplugged. And he was like, "Dude, there's all these cameras are unplugged. Like, what's going on? Like, did y'all do this?" And I'm like, "I didn't do it." And I was like, in my head, I was like, "Dude, I didn't say it then, but I said it a little bit. I was like, I could have swore somebody was in this house last night." So we go outside and we're fishing, and he's got like the sliding doors with the big old handles that slide the windows, and it looked like someone put a crowbar in the handle and pried it. And like he's looking at the door while we're fishing, he was like, "Somebody broke into my effing house!" Like he's like cussing and freaking out. And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "The screen for the door is laying inside." And then I'm sitting here like, "Somebody, I'm telling you, I heard the noises." Blah blah. He goes over to the side of the house where there's an actual door, and he said, "This door is wide open. This door is completely open." So by the grace of God, I somebody was in the house. Either they were coming in slowly, doing little things to the house,
Yeah.
preparing for a big loot because there was like all that stuff I said that were in the house. And I was like,
Yeah.
and then he's just like freaking out. He's like, "Dude, this isn't a nice place of town. This isn't a good area of town." He just keeps saying that. I'm like,
Like now
"Then
you
why
know.
am I even here?" You know, I was like, "Why am I here? Why didn't you tell me that?" Because I left the garage door open, and like evidently some neighbors contacted him. Was like, "Your garage door's open," and he contacted me and was like, "Dude, shut the garage door." And that was
Gee.
before I even started watching the Carolina Hurricanes game. So I didn't
Right.
even know this was an area
Guy
of
could have
town. You're not
been.
even
You could have trapped someone in the garage.
Yeah, right, dude. Yeah, good. Hey, possibility. And he just staked out for several hours, even though I walked in and out of there a couple times. But that's just insane to me that there's somebody was in that somebody had to be in the house because I've been in a house where
Mhm.
somebody's broken into and I've been in there
Yeah.
and I never knew it even happened until that morning. But like I'm literally hearing in real time like this going down. So it
That's
was
that. I
terrifying.
got the chills for you, man. Ugh.
Dude, it was awful. Like paralyzed with fear, man. I had
Yeah.
nothing. I'm gonna die.
The
You
fact that
know?
he was like, I mean, I would have lost it as soon as be like, who unplugged these cameras? Like what?
Right.
What do you mean? What do you mean cameras?
What like what? Yeah, it was terrifying. Like looking back at it, I was like, dude, I'm not and I drove there. It was like 9.5 hour drive. I thought it was gonna be less. I was stupid. It wasn't. And flights in
It
Tampa
never.
were a lot. So
It never is.
I would drive. And then David had his bodyguard with him at the time. And he was like, "Man, you can carry guns into Florida. Like all down south, you just carry your gun." I was like, "I'm not going anywhere without my gun in the south now, because I never was a gun guy, but now like
The world has
stuff has
turned
happened
me
to me."
into more of a gun guy. Like I was
Oh,
always like,
dude,
go shooting with your buddies. That's always fun. But now I'm like, nah, I need something with me.
dude, yeah, I've never been a gun guy. Then like, yeah, somebody broke into my house for real, and I was home, and then yeah, I was like, I don't care what you call me, I'm buying guns, dude. Call me a conservative, whatever you want to
Co-
do. I'm
Complex, divert. Like
I'm
I
gonna
got
live.
okay,
Yeah, I'm gonna live.
right?
Okay.
Yeah,
And I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I'm just one of those annoying
I think they're
libertarian
all
types.
idiots.
And I was
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
dude, I'm buying guns. Like yeah, gun me up, dude. But yeah, that
That's
was
the reason
pretty.
I'm not a Republican or a Democrat because I have why am I going to box myself into one group? You know what I mean? Like I like a little
Right,
column A, I
right.
like a little column B.
Yeah.
Just assuming.
How do you describe yourself politically, Matt? Like, I don't know. I like going to the gun range with gay people. Gays with
Smoke,
guns. We'll
yeah,
have a
smoke
good
some
time.
weed
We'll create a
afterwards. You know
Facebook.
what I mean? Like what are we doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
So
Matt,
yeah,
thank you
that
so
was
much, man. That was a terrifying story, and I'm so glad you're still here with us to tell it.
yeah, exactly.
Well, where can they
Yeah,
find
man.
you?
Matt Dameron comedy on Instagram. Matt Dameron on YouTube. Which the first thing that's going to pop up is the Dope as Usual podcast. That's not my podcast. Obviously, it's the Dope as Usual, ran by Thomas Yola. Very shout out Thomas Yola. Very very funny uh, guy. And TikTok at Matt D Comedy. So those are places you can find me.
Love it, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your tales from the road.